You still think about that one Flash game. Don't lie. The one you never finished, never found again, and probably never will. Well, bad news, it still exists. Good news, I'm about to ruin your productivity for the rest of the week because someone kept it alive. Several someones, actually. And I'll give you the chance to play it again. I'm Bandicamus, and today I'm giving you the full map to find that game again. And don't worry, I left all the links in the pinned comment, so let's get to it. Starting with the most ambitious preservation project the internet has ever produced, Flashpoint Archive. A group of volunteers, completely unpaid, decided the internet was worth saving. And somehow they actually did it. I don't know what they're eating for breakfast, but I want some. This thing has over 200,000 games and animations. Not from one plugin, from over 120. Flash, Shockwave, Java applets, Silverlight. If it ran in a browser and died, it's probably in here. And all of that adds up to over 2 terabytes. Yes, terabytes. Your storage drive is crying just hearing that. It comes in 2 flavors. Infinity, where you download games as you need them, because some of us don't have 2 terabytes lying around. And Ultimate, for the kind of person who looks at 2 terabytes and thinks, yeah, that fits. And it runs on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so no excuses. But here's the thing, Flashpoint is a Noah's Ark. Everything's preserved, everything's safe, but you're not at a zoo, you're on a boat. And browser games were never meant to live on a boat. They were made to live in a browser, on a school computer, with 3 tabs open and the teacher walking behind you. So, if you want that feeling back, we need to go somewhere else. So, who actually put Flash back in the browser? One word, Ruffle, an open-source Flash emulator built by volunteers that runs directly in your browser. No plugins, no security nightmares, no your Flash player needs updating pop-ups at 3 a.m. It started in 2016 as a side project. By 2019, Newgrounds was already sponsoring its development. Because of course they were. And from there, basically every major Flash game site you can think of quietly switched to it. Newgrounds, Armor Games, Coolmath games, all running on Ruffle right now today. You've probably already used it without knowing. That's how seamless it is. There's also a browser extension that forces Ruffle onto any page that still has Flash content collecting digital dust. One click, and it just works. This is the reason the zoo is still open. You certainly have heard of it before. Even if you never visited, you felt its influence. Think about it. Every weird Flash game that shaped your childhood probably hosted there at some point. Yes, I'm talking about Newgrounds. This place was basically the Wild West of web games. If a project was too weird, too violent, or too unhinged for mainstream sites, it found a home here. When Flash started dying, Newgrounds sponsored the development of Ruffle instead of giving up, making sure the games never stopped working. Tom Fault looked at the death of Flash, said, "Not on my watch," and took it personally. Today, you go there expecting a graveyard of dead links, only to find the most nostalgic game of your life sitting right there, running perfectly. And if you scroll far enough, you'll find Flash games released last month. Someone out there is still making them. Newgrounds didn't just survive Flash dying, it convinced people to keep creating anyway. Coolmath Games, the site that convinced an entire generation of kids that math was somehow involved in playing tower defense games for 3 hours straight. Spoiler, it wasn't. Nobody questioned it. God bless whoever came up with that name. They single-handedly defeated every school content filter in existence. And fast forward to today, the empire hasn't fallen. Just don't go looking for Bloons Tower Defense, they don't have it. Apparently it doesn't pass the mental workout test. And then there was Friv. The whole site was basically a wall of tiny icons staring back at you, daring you to click something. Honestly, I spent ages on this site as a kid. Looking back at that grid nowadays feels like looking at a Squid Game panel. This site has a downside. Playing on it is a gamble. You might not find your favorite game there anymore.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
But don't worry, there's a modern version of it. The wall of icons is gone and we got a search bar, or at least something that pretends to be one. The classic version is still there though, preserved exactly as you remember it. A museum that never closed. While Coolmath was busy gatekeeping fun with games that were mentally stimulating, Y8 took the opposite approach. Right now, while I'm recording this video, it hosts 100,000 games. You can spend an hour in fan-made fighting games, another hour in dress-up simulators that somehow have 1,000 options. And, well, I don't know what this crap is, but it's here too. Just to give you an idea, Flashpoint, the absolute king of preservation, has 220,000 entries. Y8 is sitting at 100,000 and still growing, on a website, for free, in your browser. It's not the most glamorous site on this list, but in terms of raw content, it deserves more respect than it gets. Armor Games, a website that straight up refused to evolve past 2010, and honestly, I respect that. While every other platform started bloating their layout with pop-ups and mobile-first garbage, Armor Games just stayed exactly the same. The classics are all still sitting there, completely untouched. The ones you played after school, the ones you forgot existed, and a few hidden gems that will absolutely ruin your adult productivity for the day. And the comment section is still alive. It's mostly full of adults experiencing a midlife crisis over a Flash game they played when they were 10. Relatable, to be honest. Armor Games didn't try to reinvent itself, it just stayed exactly the way we left it. And sometimes it's enough. Next up, Congregate. It basically took the massive library approach of Y8, but actually bothered to hire a design team. You get more web games than you could ever play in a lifetime, and what's crazy is that Congregate is actually a diamond-level sponsor of Ruffle. They are literally funding the emulator that keeps the era alive. But you know what's funny? Their own Ruffle integration is kind of a mess right now. Some games work perfectly, while others straight up refuse to load. It's like funding the construction of a brand new highway, only to hit every single pothole on your way home. Still worth visiting though, just don't expect a flawless experience.
Secret!
Before we wrap up, a few honorable mentions. We have to start with Nitrome. Unlike other platforms that just host random files, these guys actually built their own games from scratch, and they were absolute masterpieces. We're talking peak pixel art, incredible sound design, and gameplay that completely redefined what a web game could do. If you ever lost your mind playing Bad Ice Cream or Twin Shot, you know exactly what I mean. The site is still fully functional, and it's a goldmine. Go play them. We also have to talk about the Internet Archive. Most people know it as the place where old websites go to not die completely. But what a lot of people don't know is that it also houses thousands of Flash games. The experience here is a complete roll of the dice. Some games have Ruffle built right into the page, so they load up right away. But for a ton of them, you just get a raw download button for an .swf file, leaving you staring at your screen wondering how to actually open it on a modern PC. It's a total coin flip. But when you finally track down the right software and get one of those obscure files to run, it genuinely feels like digital archaeology. And to wrap up this entire roadmap, we have itch.io. Technically, it's not a Flash archive, but the spirit never left. It's packed with indie developers still releasing weird, experimental, unhinged browser games with zero budget and maximum creativity. It's the ultimate proof that the raw, lawless energy of the early internet didn't die. It just moved houses. So, that Flash game you've been thinking about since the first second of this video? Go find it. You have no more excuses. The map is complete. Share this video with that one friend who's always hunting for lost internet relics, and don't forget to subscribe. It genuinely helps me out, and it keeps the Flash game's spirit alive. Anyway, thanks for watching, and go ruin your productivity. Bye.